Hey, and welcome! Everything I tell is real. It's my life. This is a challenge for me because I am opening up about my own experiences. I hope my stories can be helpful to someone. Enjoy! This is the story of my second date. In my previous video, I shared what it feels like to be single and free after 35 and how I started meeting new people. If you haven't seen that one yet, I recommend watching it first. This will give you a full picture of who I am and what I do. So after my first successful date, I felt much more confident. That little boost of self-belief gave me the push to keep meeting new people. As I mentioned before, that's when I met Emma. She was easy to talk to, open, and a little flirty. Just like with the first woman I went out with, we spoke a lot about relationships, why so many couples break up nowadays, and why marriages often don't last. But here's the interesting twist. Emma was still legally married. I know, it might sound wrong, but it honestly didn't bother me. I wasn't looking for anything serious, and I told her that from the start. She was okay with it too. She also had a child the same age as mine, but again, that didn't matter. I was meeting Emma, not her kid. We chatted for about a week before we decided to meet in person. Actually, she was the one who suggested it, since I can be a bit passive when it comes to planning. At that time, I cared more about good conversations, but of course, I was also curious about intimacy. So I agreed. For our first meeting, we planned a road trip to another city. I love traveling. Plane, car, doesn't matter, as long as I'm on the move. Luckily, she felt the same way. The day came, and this time I brought her flowers instead of champagne like on my first date. She worked at a local shop in a town about 40 minutes away from me, so I drove there to pick her up. And wow, she was attractive, slim, talkative, and very charming. We clicked right away. On the drive, which was about 2 hours each way, we laughed, shared stories, and got to know each other. The time flew by, and I left with a really good first impression. Naturally, we started planning our second date. This time, the plan was simpler. Watching movies at my place. We didn't meet for about a week, but during that time, we texted a lot. That's when Emma suggested a game. Not a regular card game, but a card game with intimate questions written on them. I don't remember the exact name of the game, but it had 3 levels: easy, medium, and hard. For example, an easy question could be, how old were you when you had your first kiss? But the hard ones were much more personal, like, how many sexual partners have you had? It was fun, bold, and definitely helped break the ice. Honestly, it brought us much closer and set the mood for what we both knew would happen next. When the second date finally came, we were already excited. The evening went smoothly. TV, snacks, champagne, and of course that little tension of waiting for the right moment. Just like on my first date, I used the same line. I guess it's time to go to bed. And again, the answer was, let's go. Emma was amazing. The night was unforgettable. Afterward, she even admitted she hadn't expected to reach orgasm the first time with someone almost completely new. But she did. That, I won't lie, boosted my confidence a lot. I knew right then that there would be a third date. We kept texting and even started talking about fulfilling some fantasies together. Oh, and one more thing. Emma was the same age as me. We were both mature, adventurous, and ready for experiences. But the details of our third meeting, that's a story for my next video. So make sure to follow, and thank you for listening to my story. If you enjoy hearing about my adventures, I'd really appreciate a like on this video. It motivates me to keep sharing more. Thanks again.